This is the Excellent Sports Adventure. The annual Heritage Classic, an all-Alberta matchup in Edmonton between a pair of struggling teams, just 3 wins between them. Leon Draisaitl just out of the penalty box, leading the rush, over to Zach Hyman. Hyman bangs it home. Connor McDavid back from his hip injury, gives to Draisaitl, back to Evan Bouchard, point blast. Oilers flush the Flames 5-2.
We're a team that certainly has some white-collar skill. We understand that, but what we play towards is a blue-collar work ethic. We want to be fast, we want to be direct, and we want to get on top of teams. And we want it to happen in a way where it comes wave after wave after wave. Not one good shift, give it back. Another good shift, give it back. We want to come at teams in waves. And for us, I thought Sunday was a good step in that direction, but that's one game. We're going to have to look to build on that.
Jets and Habs, Adam Lowry is awarded a penalty shot, goes 5-hole on Jake Allen. Home side rallies from 2 down, though. Caden Gooley leads the shorthanded rush over to Joel Armia, ties the game. They went to a shootout where Nick Suzuki was the only one to score as the Habs come back to win it 4-3. Predators and Vancouver, Ryan O'Reilly's 1,000th game, but Elias Pettersen steals the show. Power play, Pettersen second of 3 goals on the night. Canucks bury the Preds 5-2. Leafs back home after a solid road trip to face the Kings. This is all LA. Trevor Moore sets up Phil at Deneau. Bingo. William Nylander got an assist to run his point streak to a club record 9, but the visitors cruise to a 4-1 win. Give that guy a contract. Senators in Pittsburgh, Tim Stützle with the shot. Nope, but Brady Tkachuk is parked in front. He'll deposit his second of the night. Ottawa cruises 5-2. Well, the regular season is underway for the Raptors, home to the Timberwolves. A slow start, but Pascal Siakam tosses it up. Precious Achiuwa hammers that down. Strong work on the defensive end leads to this. Dennis Schroeder takes us all the way to the 10. New guy led the way with 22. Raps take it 97-94. In Chicago, Raptors, Pascal Siakam, the floater. Scotty Barnes follows with he had a triple-double. Crazy game goes overtime. Raps cough it up. Zach LaVine swings it out to Alex Caruso for a game-winning 3. Bulls take it 104-103. That hurt. Rough week for the Raps against the Trailblazers. Scotty Barnes drives, won't go, but he stays with it. Scotty B with 20 points, 12 boards. Had a great week, but the Blazers win 99-91. Raps 1-3, shooting poorly. Here's Scotty.
We just got to keep just trusting our shot. You know, we feel like we can make these shots that we're taking. So we're going to continue to trust our shooting. It's really the main thing. We went 4 for 29 from 3. That's a terrible shooting night for us. And we just feel like we can keep getting those open looks where we can make those shots. Other than that, we just got to stay on the same page with our cutting and get into our right spots and just getting our offense to being able to where we can move the ball.
Well, a first-round playoff preview on the final weekend of the CFL's regular season. David Cote with the field goal try. It's wide. Tyreek McAllister is going to return it. McAllister has had a couple called back this season, but not this one. He's got some blocks, some great wheels. He takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ticats. Late fourth quarter, Alouettes on the move. Cote, another field goal try. This one is good. Owls over the Cats, 22-20. League-leading Argos wrapping things up in Ottawa. Tyree Adams looks for man. Oops. Picked up by Mason Pierce. Nice grab. Gets up and off he goes. Pierce has himself a pick 6. Cameron Dukes in the quarterback for the Boatmen. Nice play action fake. And he's got Dejan Brissett wide open. Brissett has a 62-yard score. Argos whack the Redblacks 27-22. A 16-win season. That ties a club record, a CFL record. A cold and snowy night in Calgary with the Blue Bombers in town. Bray Oliveira with an 8-yard run. He passed the 1,500-yard mark in rushing and 2,000 yards from scrimmage. Drew Brown in at quarterback for the visitors. Fires tipped by a defender right into the hands of Rasheed Bailey. And watch what Bailey does. Breaks a bunch of tackles here, stays on his feet, and he scores. Bombers romp 36-13. What a performance by Canada's Maggie McNeil at the Pan Am Games in Santiago, Chile. The 23-year-old racked up 5 gold medals in the pool, 7 medals overall. She becomes the most decorated Canadian athlete in Pan Am Games history. Shadi El-Nahas, a former guest on our show, captured gold in the 100-kilo class in men's judo. The 25-year-old Toronto native scored an ippon over his opponent from the host Chilean team in the final. It's his second Pan Am Games gold medal. Canada's Wyatt Sanford left Chile with a gold medal in boxing. The 24-year-old from Kennetcook, Nova Scotia, scored this dominating win at 63.5 kilos in the preliminaries. Sanford scored a shutout over a highly rated Cuban opponent, Lazaro Alvarez. Then he blew away a Mexican fighter in the final to capture the gold. Fellow Canadian Tamara Thibault also won her division. Felix Auger-Aliassime is back in the winner's circle. The 23-year-old from Montreal facing Hubert Hurkacz of Poland in the final of the ATP Basel Swiss Indoor Open. Auger-Aliassime took care of business, regaining the power and precision game that eluded him through most of 2023. A couple tiebreakers as AA takes it 7-6, 7-6. Some Canadian content in this weekend's Breeders' Cup Racing Extravaganza at Santa Anita. My Boy Prince, bred by Murray Smith, is 8-1 in the morning line in the $1 million juvenile turf. Joel Rosario rides for Gary Barber and trainer Mark Cassie. Cassie also saddles Can Group. Tucci Stables has a share of undefeated Kentucky-bred Austere, who has post 10 in the juvenile fillies turf, and Tyler Gaffalone will ride. On Saturday, Moira, Canada's Horse of the Year in 2022, will try again in the filly mare turf at 12-1. The former Queen's Plate champ settled for a 5th place finish last year at Keeneland. She'll face Woodbine rival Fev Rover, who is 8-1 for owner Tracy Farmer and trainer Mark Cassie. Cheryl Spate, trained by Canadian Roger Atfield, for fellow Canadian Charles Fipke, is coming back for another shot at the mile, coming off a 2nd place finish to Master of the Seas in the Rico Woodbine Mile. Ontario-bred Lucky Score also has been entered in the mile. Lucky Score won the Grade 2 Highlander. Reed Ortiz Jr. will ride. All right. A couple of Canadians have been nominated for this year's Ford C. Fricke Award. Dan Shulman, who was a guest on our show a couple weeks back, and longtime Expos broadcaster Jacques Ducette have made the final list. Dan was also nominated last year. Good luck to both of these incredible broadcasting legends. Dan was great on the show. They are very deserving of this award, no doubt about it. Don't you just love sports? This wasn't supposed to unfold like this, folks, but it did. Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion, against Francis Ngannou, who had only fought in the octagon. Ngannou dropped Fury in the 3rd round. This was clearly not the best version of the champion that we've seen. He did get the decision, but Ngannou earned the love and the respect, and he may have taken away Fury's legacy. Now, Fury could go fight Alexander Usyk, and Ngannou could face Deontay Wilder. Fun fights for sure, but if they both lose, we don't get the rematch, and that would be a damn shame. All right, time now for our shot of the week. We go to El Tigre, number 6.
God, number 4!
Right at the stick. That's right at the stick. Oh, you got a tap in birdie there. The crowd goes wild.
Number 4!
The shot of the week is brought to you by Sleepy Hollow Country Club. 60 years of tradition, providing a challenging and enjoyable golf experience just minutes from Toronto.